Hello, how are you doing today? My name is Josh McQuillan, and I'm going to be going over on why a tablet can be useful in an English department. All right. In many cases and scenarios, I find myself, as a current student and going through school, I have issues with English. I've always had issues with writing papers. I've always relied on spell check and Microsoft Word and this and whatnot. There's a prime example. I don't have a proper speaking pattern, but I feel that a tablet could help utilize this. A tablet is something small, a little bit bigger than a phone, but something you can take with you, something you can use strictly for school. You can document it to this. Using programs such as Microsoft Word, bam, on your tablet. You can use things like PowerPoint, bam, on your tablet. It's a universal tool that can take things from home and bring them to school. It's things where you can show projects. And technology has been so adverse and diverse and growing exponentially to the point where you can actually perform the projects you're trying to do on the tablet instead of carrying them from home to school. And I believe this would be a great tool, something without a doubt that is replacing books to this day. It is so much easier and more convenient for a student to be able to go to Amazon, etc., pick your book, buy it, bam, already downloaded, already there. All you have to have is access to Wi-Fi, which we find from one block up the street at McDonald's to Starbucks on the other side. It's everywhere. So I find no excuse on why this could not be a successful tool that we can use to replace modern day books and reading among that nature. It's easier on the eyes, less stress, less headaches, and most important, which I think applies to most students, is the convenience. The convenience of it all is what I find that helps it with learning and making things for English and allowing to correct yourself, figure out what's wrong when you write your papers and APA format, things among this nature. And having tools like this will always help progress learning and allow for them to teach their young or their followers or their friends how to help better themselves and hopefully creating a community of better English understandings. But how does this divert into technology? Well, technology is always an improving thing. Um, in technology, we utilize it in an ethical way to better human mankind. Okay, when we made the car, right, we did this to replace the horse. Now we made a car. We have semi trucks carrying trade routes from Maine to L.A., California. Across the United States. And then we took that steam powered and created a boat, and then we created gas turbine engines, and now we have a gigantic cargo ship. Again, furthering trade routes, increasing productivity. Technology has always been to help mankind. So how can a tablet help us? Well, in the information technology department, I like to think that a tablet can allow access to multiple things, from anything from code working to learning how to run programs or even build an app. An app as simple as a game to a program that helps you do algorithms or figure problems. A calculator. A calculator is actually an app. It's an app for a computer. It's an app for your tablet. This is a tool that we use on an app. Okay, well, math, technology, anything that runs off zeros and ones, I would like to think that a tablet can help with that. Having it by your side, on your side. You walk into T-Mobile these days, you don't see them round around with clipboards and paperwork. They all have tablets. They take your order right there. You don't go up to no register no more. You do everything you do right there on their tablet. Technology is so diverse and making things so much more simpler and easier. Why can we not apply this to our daily school life and learning progress so that when we go out into the world and when time goes by and technology gets more diverse, more than it already is now, that's hard to believe, it's easier accessible. So going over these two departments, I like to think, how can we apply this to all major schools? This is the part where I'm talking to the deans. How can we use this tablet to help the school, not just these classes for their reasons, but the whole school itself? Tablets cost money, but also tablets are exponentially cheaper in the long run. back to my example of downloading that book or whatever you need to do, in the past, we'd have to buy a book. Example, science book, this textbook, and it costs about $200. We'll give a cheap one. This $200 textbook changes every 3 years. So the school relies on the students to buy the books. Okay? It would save the student money if the student only had to buy one tablet, and from there had every book, perfect condition, on their tablet at all times, in all occasions, in all circumstances. Doesn't matter what class you have it right there. Now, how does this help teachers? Same with being mobile. First off, alright, imagine doing your checklist, your emails, while you're at lunch, on your break, coffee break, at Starbucks, whatever it is. You can check it at any time, at any moment. Okay? And I feel like emails is a teacher's greatest tool, because as we are in technology these days, this is the greatest communication wave between student and teacher, is the email address. And having access to that and being part of this learning curve with their students and teacher, it helps increase success rates, in my opinion. I feel that the tablet is a universal tool that is coming into today's time, and it is needed. It is needed in so many ways, and it will put cell phones away. It'll put books away. I don't see us reading books anymore 20 years from now. I know that in today's time, Kindles and things of that nature are slowly weeding out books, but I see a Books A Million becoming a coffee shop with tablets everywhere. So don't be the last one to get behind.